Growing up in Oakland, let me put it to you this way. I had my first gun when I was in elementary.
What's going on? What happened, man? Come on, man. This is life.
Well, my first experience in solitary confinement was in San Quentin. I'm not saying glorified prison, jail, none of that. Because for me, truthfully, it was a waste of 11 years. But I'm here to say, you better find another way, and I did it. So you don't have to do it no more. Neighborhood I lived in, you could look out the window, see somebody dead on the sidewalk. Kali means sharp, intelligent, fierce in Swahili, because I read and write Swahili, speak it fluently. I had my mother and I had a stepfather, and I was the middle child of two other children, and I was the black sheep. I was the one that got beatings and just got did bad. Football, wrestling, and track, and I excelled in all three, all city and all three. Was senior class president, and then my senior year, my older brother died. Messing around with a gun, he killed himself. My second year at Fresno, I got in trouble. I went to the coach because my money was funny. I couldn't pay my rent. I didn't have enough money for food. So I went to Coach Sweeney, rest in peace. He died this 2013. And I asked him, could I get some money, advance on my scholarship? So Coach Sweeney looked me in the eye, and I never forget it. He said, sir, a man gotta do what a man gotta do to survive in this world. And me being from the streets of Oakland, I took that in a negative way. So I went out and committed some robberies, ended up going to prison and doing 7 years in prison.
Because I used to take the line and go. So now I'm living in prison, and yo, it's like apartheid. Modernized slavery straight to the genocide. The seatbelt pump locked up to get beat down. Went down to his booty, is broke down. Without a sound, the way was found was in a nightgown. And his booty was bloodbound. Mortified of AIDS, he died. I seen a brother do a suicide because his mother died. Lost all his pride and couldn't run and hide. To be horrified, can you even visualize? Locked and stock, no boots to knock with every female cop. Go sweat. But as soon as you push up, they put you in lockup. It's like a setup, and Jimmy is fed up. This is the real deal.
When I got to San Quentin, that's when I started to really blossom and grow. Because I was eating Dunkin' sticks, honey buns, top ramen and tuna spreads. And I was huge, I was 230. There wasn't no need for no steroids. The only time I heard of somebody taking steroids in prison was at Tehachapi prison I was at. And a big white guy, he was young too, he was like, I got some D-ball. I'm like, what the fuck is that? He like, oh, it make you big. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm the biggest on the yard. What I need some fucking, and it's $20 a pill? Man, I go get 4 cases of top ramen for that. And so, it wasn't no need for me to do all that because I was already swole as a motherfucker. So 1997, the word got out that the weights were getting took. I was in San Quentin. It was unbelievable. The weights were like our God, and I had one workout partner, big as me, could have been a bodybuilder too. And so we were stressed out. So we was hoping that this was just a rumor. So one day, on the yard, everybody screaming like, hey, they coming to take the weights. And so they had inmates that were low level to help them help the correctional officers put the weights on trucks. So we started throwing rocks at them and socks and oranges, milks, everything. We were stressed out. So at that time, when the rumor had hit, I had devised a way in case they did take the weights, how to improvise.
I said life ain't fair. I said life ain't fair. Life ain't fair.
You can lock my body, but my mind is free. You can lock my body, but my mind is free. You can lock my body, but my mind is free. You can lock my body, but my mind is free. You can lock my body, but my mind is free. You can lock my body, but my mind is free. You can lock my body, but my mind is free. You can lock my body, but my mind is free.
So let's get it on. Same song we sing, confined in the bing. Little brother doing the same thing. Trying to make a change, devils seem to cling. Trying to shake it, trying to make it. Sometimes I can't take it. The snakes get
How you feel?
devious,
Good. How you
devilish,
feel?
scandalous,
Good.
mischievous. In man we trust, so in God we trust.
Hey.
In man we trust, so in God we trust.
You can lock my body, but my mind is free. You can lock my body, but my mind is free.
I had one of my workout partners on my shoulders doing squats, and the correctional officers didn't want that. They didn't want us to do anything like weights, no more. And so I told them, hey, send me to the hole. If I can't lift weights, if I can't work out, send me to the hole where I could do what I want to in my cell. And so that's what happened. I lost 90 days for working out. And, you know, when I tell people that story, they're like, you lost time for working out? And I'm like, yeah. So all you spoiled motherfuckers worry about what your gym got. You know, oh, my gym don't have this and that. Hey, motherfucker, I lost time from the streets for working out with water bags and using people for weights. So my mother come pick me up. We go to Costco. So she like, baby, get whatever you want. So me, being institutionalized, I go get 5 cases of Top Ramen and a big box of tuna. She like, baby, you out of prison? What you get that for? I was like, shit, I don't know what else to eat. Me, truthfully, it was a waste of 11 years. And the reason I say that is because I was dealing with robbers, killers, stealers, the most conniving people on the earth. And yes, I tried to bring positivity to them with knowledge, fitness, and trying to get these guys to look at life in a different way. But 99.9% of the guys that I dealt with in there went back or they dead. My sole purpose on this earth is to help the kids. I started my foundation, ex-con to icon, where I'm going into juvenile halls, prisons, CYAs. I'm going to the inner city schools where people don't want to go. And I'm showing these kids that, hey, you don't have to use the negativity that you involved in your community for negativity. So I did my first competition, was the Orange County Classic. And I took first place, heavyweight. From then on, my life improved.
Now his future is gone because he chose to rob when all he had to do was go and get his punk ass a job. So take notes if you will. This ain't no ordinary rhyme. It's a message, my friends. Only losers do time.
We're making history right now.
Hey, we found you, baby, the copter.